What's going on, everyone? So today I'm going to be showing you a game where I barely even won. The only reason I would like to show this game is just as a motivator for a lot of people that tend to just give up as killer, like immediately. They just see that like that three gens popped in their face and they're like, oh, that's basically like a sign to just give up. And honestly, most of the time, it's not always like that. Depending on who you are, there's always usually hope. Unless you're like really low tier killers, then there is most likely a chance that you're not going to win. But hey, it's still worth a shot. But anyways, we're just gonna get straight into the game. So one quick thing to note is that this is RPD, which tends to be very survivor sided, and it is West Wing, which in my opinion is more survivor sided because there's way more on the left side of the map, which is like the one where like the side that I'm on. There's so many like pallets and just like an insane upstairs that like basically you have to go through it. Like no matter what, if survivor knows what they're doing, they will force you to go to this side of the map and you're gonna have to play it. Like there's no way around it. And not only that, they did bring an offering to this map. I don't usually see map offerings as that malicious for the most part, especially the RPD one. Not all the time, because sometimes there is people who want to do that achievement of like, oh, I forgot what it's called. Basically, you have to like open the exit gate 20 times yourself, right? The survivor who wants to do the achievement 20 times, and it's insane. And like the only way to do it is literally by bringing out an RPD offering consistently, right? So sometimes I don't always see the RPD offering as malicious. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the game. So right here, I have Lethal Pursuer. I see everybody. And so that already means like probably no distortion, at least not from what I could tell. Right here, I get her. She didn't want to drop the pallet, and I think she probably thought she could finesse her way out of here. But I don't even think she had a life. I think she just genuinely thought she could like finesse her way out of the out of that area. So she couldn't do it, unfortunately. For her, right? Fortunately for me. I couldn't see, I think, any auras, but I know that somebody's in like main or like central area. Like somebody will always be in central area in this map because somebody always wants to get rid of that gen in the middle, because that gen in the middle is essentially like the riskiest one for a survivor. You're like in the most out in the open. Right here, as you could tell, if anybody who's a Billy main could tell that like I'm not really trying because I'm going for like curves and like I'm going for stuff that honestly you shouldn't really be going for, like if you really want to win. So, and that's usually how I play Billy. Like I don't really get serious until like very late into the match. But like for the very beginning of the match, I'm like very chill. I'm like just trying to go for like insane stuff. This arena is quite good actually. Right here, I get her into this loop right here. This one is actually, I love playing this loop as Billy because I usually catch people off guard. I need my overdrive for her. I had a feeling that like I need overdrive for her just to like potentially get her. And as you can see, there you go. Boom, I get her. Overdrive was the only reason why I was able to even do that. Believe me, without overdrive, I would have probably not done it. She is just too good for that. I would have had to like just get close to her and then make her drop the pallet and the boring stuff essentially. Then I see with the barbecue and chili that there's a new perk. Oh, there's a new perk. There's a survivor there. Okay. She decided to get back on the gen. Like she got rid of her endurance, which is crazy. I'm like, she got rid of her endurance and any DS that she might have had. So, but then I just leave her. Like I said, I don't necessarily tunnel like immediately. I don't like to do that unless like I really want to win, or like I'm doing like a win streak, which I don't. Like the only times I do win streaks are just like personal. Like I haven't done like an actual official win streak. Okay, so I'm like, I don't really want to kick it anymore. I want to wait until I get a pop. I thought she was gonna go straight, but she ended up going to the right here. Once again, two gens already popped. That's insane. Here I miss a curve. I could have potentially gotten her here had I not like bumped into that. There's a slight chance I could have gotten her. I get her onto this loop again, but then she just ends up holding W, which did not work in her favor. She was very close, essentially. Had she just hold W for even a little bit longer, she would have gotten to the pillar, like the one right there, that black one, and I would have not been able to catch her like that. A lot of people don't know that that desk right there, you have no collision. You could literally run straight into it, and it's just gonna move you to the left. It's. I think I have gotten like a chainsaw. It's like that literally because survivors think, oh, he can't come through here, and then they just see me slide across the desk, and then I just grab them or like get them. It's funny. But at this point, it's like wow, 3 gens already. This is insane. I have one hook state on the I have one hook state on one survivor and one is on death hook. I'm essentially being forced to chase the arena. I don't still thinking that like nah, I could probably still like maybe get another hook state before trying to get her. And which I was trying to, but then would you look? There you go. That essentially that flashlight stun forced me to like fuck, I have to get her now. Like now I do. But guess what? My willingness to be like a little bit more easygoing is was going to prevail actually. I was gonna go for the Young Jin, but then like the Young Jin just took me to an area that is just impossible. Right here. This is the moment that I could tell you that I'm sweating. Right here. The moment I decide to M1. The moment I decide to M1 this arena is the moment that like I'm like, okay, I actually want to win this now. And then they pop 1 gen. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, right? And then guess what? You'll see it right now. Boom, another gen. I'm like, what? These guys, I'm like, I'll give it to them. They were literally, their gen efficiency is insane. I can't pick them up though. I can't pick up this arena, like without a doubt. Like I had a feeling that somebody was going to be around the area and they were just going to drop the pallet on me. I was way too paranoid. So yeah, by the looks of it right now, it looks like I basically lost this match. Like maybe at most I could just maybe get that Zarina, and that's it. And like I'll just get a 1K with 4 hooks. But I don't give up. I don't give up. I'm just like I managed to barely get her right before she was probably gonna open it. I managed to get her here, barely. There's the Lara right there, just staring. I thought she was gonna vault that, but she doesn't. So I'm like, okay. Like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. I kind of wanted you to vault that. Once again, I'm kind of just trying my best to use the chainsaw for distance. But I just realized, nope. She's gonna take way too long. I wanted to see if maybe I could bait her into like coming closer towards me. And she did. That was my game plan there a little bit. And oof, just barely. I think she pre-drops this as a matter of fact. No, she doesn't. My bad, my bad. Another time where I get them in this insane loop right here. I just love curving on that desk right there. I love it. So I saw that they picked up the Young Jin, so I'm like, oh shit, I have to actually lock the fuck in. Here, low pro saved me. I didn't use low pro the entire map, the entire match. I just never had the option to be honest. But I down her with low pro, and I'm like, ooh, Lara's still on the ground. This is perfect. And I know that she was gonna go to the left, like to the right. I knew it, yeah. So that's why I didn't even like. That's why I was like hesitant a little bit on curving. Because like, what's the point of curving? And right here, oh my god, had I gotten her right here, this would have literally been game changing. But I didn't. So unfortunately, just get a low pro hit. That would have been game changing though, right there. Had I gotten that Sable right then and there. Once again, pre-drops. Why wouldn't you, right? It's endgame. So why wouldn't you pre-drop a God Pallet? At that point, I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna lose this, right? Like, even I was starting to lose a little bit of faith, right? But I don't know. I mean, I don't know why she did all of this. She was beating around the bush essentially. Maybe she thought that she couldn't go straight forward, and I think she was right. She couldn't go straight forward. I would just like M1 her. I already showed my willingness to M1 like straight off the bat already. Right here, I do like a little mini S curve over here to the exit gate. I don't know why this Lara is on the desk, but she's there on the desk. I forced her to drop it, and I think I barely get her here without any overdrive. As a matter of fact, I don't think I do. Boom, right there. Even with finesse, that's crazy. I still don't want to pick up anybody because I know that the moment I pick up somebody, that's essentially me like throwing the white flag. Like that's it. I give up. Like just I'll take whatever kill I can get essentially. Right here, I got lucky actually. I didn't even know she was there. It wasn't until like I stopped the curve that I was like, wait a minute. And then she just happened to show herself right there. That was a bit of luck, to be honest. Okay. So like right now it's literally just I hate this is why sometimes I myself just give up and just pick up somebody because then it just becomes like a slugfest. It's just like you down somebody but then right here boom. Wait, actually let's go back to that actually. That was actually game changing. What I was gonna say is that reasons why I don't like downing like this is just because it gets really boring after a while. It's just like you down one person, you don't down the other person fast enough, so then the other person picks the other person up, and it's just like an endless loop. That's why I don't like doing this. And sometimes I'm just like, you know what, take your fucking win. But this time I was like, nah, they sent me the RPD. I was a little bit like, come on, man, why you send me RPD? I was like, you know what? I really want to win this game now. So let's go ahead and go back to that though, that clip though. So you can see insane snipe right here. Boom. And then honestly, getting this arena was game changing. This was another like boom. I don't know what was her thought process. She could have honestly just curved the window, but maybe she thought I was playing for the window. It's like, see, it's like a 50-50 right there. She probably thought I was playing for the window, but I wasn't. And then one of them leaves, the young Jin. She gets out lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. But now it's like we're not out of the woods just yet, though. The Sable is still somewhere around. I just don't know where. And it's like fuck. I decide to pick her up. Mind you, the perk on the top right there is Blood Warden. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just go for the Blood Warden play. If she doesn't leave right now, she's cooked essentially. And I still can't see her. I still can't find her. So I'm like, where the fuck is she? She's around the area. I don't think she had distortion. Oh, and then I see her right then and there. Look at this. Boom! That insane S-curve around the Lara. Let's go ahead and do an instant replay for that. So yeah, I do an insane S-curve around the Lara. Because had I hit the Lara, that's it, GG's. Potentially they all could have gotten out if it wasn't for that, honestly. But I managed to S-curve around the Lara, so I essentially avoid the endurance and I get the what's it called? Oh my god, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm like freaking out. I get the Sable. Yes, sorry. But basically here I'm like, fuck no, I'm not doing no bullshit. Like I'm just gonna M1. I don't even go for the chainsaw, I just M1. And then I think I just fully decide to M1. Like I'm like, fuck this, I wanna get this win. No. So yeah, boom. And here right here is just like an easy mind games. M1 mind games. Boom, there you go. On the game. And one thing that a lot of people don't forget, or a lot of people forget, is that you should pick up the person that has been on the ground the least. Right here, I decided to pick up the Sable immediately because I don't know if she has Unbreakable. I've already seen that the other ones have not picked themselves up, so they most likely don't have Unbreakable. But Sable is the only one that's been on the ground, has been on the ground the least, so there was a possibility she could have had Unbreakable, and that would have completely like changed the game. But yeah, basically I won the game right here. Basically, I was like, wow, I was kind of proud of this. I was like, wow, like, I was like, I truly never gave up. I fought to the very end, even though, like, basically I was destined to lose, essentially. The, due to the survivors' benevolence, like, wanting to, like, help their other survivors, did, like, kind of help me. But that always happens with a lot of survivors. A lot of survivors want to help everybody just to increase, like, the win, you know what I mean? Because like if two people get out, it's like it's all right, it's all right. But if three people get out, it's like okay, we definitely won that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to show this game as a way of like showing that like as a killer main, whereas even as playing as survivor, you should never really give up. You should always try to the very end because you never know like if like all of a sudden like the all the odds are just in your favor all of a sudden. And right there, they were all in my favor. They were all in my favor, and I even had like a backup. Had that young Jin decided to stay, she was the only smart one. I'm not gonna lie. She was the only one that decided to stay. That she just said, you know what, f this, and I'm leaving. And but had she decided to stay, I probably could have gotten a 4K because then I would have activated Blood Warden, and like it would have just changed like the entire thing. Mind you, there is an extra person on the match, I guess so to say. So maybe she could have helped more. But nevertheless, I think I would have probably gotten a 4K because then at that point they're all stuck there with me for like at least 60 seconds. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of the video, if you guys would rather want me to speak while playing the game, essentially, go ahead and tell me that. Or if you would rather want me to like play the game and then talk over it, like right now, essentially. Some people like voiceover, some people like it more when you speak while playing the game. It really depends. So I just want to know my audience and know which one you guys prefer, essentially. Thank you for staying at the very end of the video, and if you did, a like and sub would be much appreciated, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.